Music journalism is really interesting because it's kind of a nice way to take a break from the hard news that we see every single day. And so I think it's so important because you get to know a little bit more of the person behind the music and the person behind those lyrics and what builds up the stuff that we listen to every single day. And then for this last story, I focused a lot on the Cornell music scene. So I focused on an opportunity on Cornell's campus called Midday Music, which is almost a weekly music performance with different Cornell faculty and different people on their campus that just have a little bit more of like a laid-back ability to show off their music and perform new things, get to experiment a little bit and kind of practice for those bigger, more formal performances. And then I also interviewed After Six, which was a independent student organization that they have. But what's really interesting about the current members of After Six is they're kind of breaking away from the label that they were originally given by the school itself and starting to make a name for themselves kind of separate from that and becoming a part of the Ithaca community. I mean, they just have such an amazing dynamic, and learning more about the way that they kind of work alongside each other, go through that songwriting process, and are able to kind of feed off of each other's energies in order to create something really amazing and as an entire group is so interesting. And I feel like especially in this recent day and age, like with the rise of K-pop groups and boy bands and all that kind of stuff, people have normalized the knowledge of these groups and these individuals that are a part of these notorious different groups and bands and all that kind of stuff. So I think being able to do that on a local level and being able to create a personality for these bands that are up and rising in the local community is so important, because it's like now you get to put a face to the name. Now you get to know this person a little bit more, and you get to know what's going on behind the scenes of creating these performances and becoming such a large part of the community. I think the biggest thing I want them to take away is just kind of to inspire them to look more into the music opportunities, not even just on Cornell's campus, but just in the local community. There is such a wide plethora of different musical opportunities for students, for people in the local area, and for faculty even to discover. And there's just, it's a never-ending cycle of like how much you can discover, how many different genres are becoming a part of this community and are defining the area. So I guess just I really hope that people look more into what Ithaca has to offer in terms of music for people.